Hey, what's up, basketball peeps? Welcome to the new channel.
Our passion transforms a community that sees all things new.
The new channel. The new channel. Hashtag TNC Now.
The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following shows are those of the host, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
I am Carlo Contis.
And I'm Chino Ahorro, and we are live here in BGC for episode 26, our season 2 finale of Shots Fired. All
Good afternoon
right.
or good evening sa mga
Good evening, good
fans natin. Sa
evening.
milyon-milyon nating fans.
Ayun.
Million, bro.
Sarap naman ng million, pare. Good evening to everybody. Welcome to Shots Fired.
Nice, man. And good to see you, bro. It's been a while, couple of
Likewise.
weeks, couple of rainy days too, man. How are you doing?
I know. I'm doing well, man. I mean, the usual. Pero syempre, medyo takot tayo because it's getting a bit flooded around the metro and outside the metro. Pero I think medyo nagiging sunny na ngayon. Ano, how about you, man? Kamusta ka dyan?
Steady lang, no? Kahit maulan, matindi pa rin ang mga balitang sports natin, hindi nagbago.
Yan.
So, nagbabaga. I know, madalas natin
Correct.
pag-usapan basketball, pero to start off the program, no, kailangan natin i-congratulate syempre ang Philippine Women's Football National Team natin. Yun yung matindi.
Manila represent, man. Philippines represent. All right.
Ikwento mo, Chi, anong na-accomplish ng Philippine Women's Football Team natin?
Okay. So, for everybody's benefit, no? Doon sa mga hindi nakapanood, doon sa mga walang alam pa about what happened, we qualified for the first time. Combined to a men's and women's football team ng Pilipinas.
Wow.
We qualified for the first time in the Philippines, in the FIFA World Cup. Okay, women's division naman to. And aside from qualifying,
Matindi.
last year pa to, 2022 tayo nag-qualify, and it was actually
Tama.
in the AFC Cup against I believe Chinese Taipei or Taiwan. We actually made a
Correct.
4-3 shootout penalty win. Okay, and si Serena Bolden pa rin yung nagpanalo para sa Pilipinas last year, no?
Yun.
And what happened, okay, is that during this game against New Zealand, okay, and I want to mention
Malakas
New
yan,
Zealand.
malakas
New
to.
Zealand, rank 26 lang naman in the world to. Rank 26 in the world. Pilipinas is actually ranked 46, okay, so women's
Wow.
division ng FIFA, okay, and on the 24th minute of the game, okay, Serena Bolden, sabi nga nila, Bolden is golden, okay,
Yeah.
Serena Bolden with pare three defenders, and the
Ayos.
goalkeeper, three defenders and the goalkeeper made a headshot, boom, and made our first goal. Plus, aside from having our first goal ever in the World Cup,
First goal.
our first win in the World Cup. Okay, so again,
Nice.
kudos to the Filipinas. Okay, Philippines.
Ang
The
galing.
team, the World Cup team of the Philippines, women's division, amazing talaga. Sobrang hyped ako pa.
So they
Ang
accomplished
galing.
more already than the Ascals. Mas marami,
Correct.
mas malayo na yung narating nila.
Correct,
Ayun
pare.
pa. Ang
Correct.
lupit talaga natin. So ang matindi dito yun nga. So medyo sinubaybayan ko yan, no? And I'm really, really excited kasi football para sa akin, isa to sa mga sport na kayang mag-excel ng Pilipino, no? Kasi
Exactly.
takbuhan to
Yes.
eh. Sa
Oh,
ilalim ng araw, sa damuhan, feeling ko kayang-kaya natin to. Pero bro, ang concern ko dito, matapos ma-accomplish natin, ito, yung coach Stajic, aalis. Bakit ganun? Ano
oo nga
nangyari?
eh.
Parang Todd
Actually,
Baldwin lang ang datingan.
oo nga eh. To be honest, so it was announced that Coach Stajic, I hope I'm saying it right, and yung assistant niya
Yeah.
si Nayuel Ararte, did not continue on with their contract. Actually, nag-expire na yung contract nila after our game against Norway.
Okay.
And by the way, sadly, we lost to Norway 6-0. And we bowed down already from the World Cup. But they are already not going to fulfill their coaching duties for Team Pilipinas because, as mentioned on the news, no, na they're exploring other options. That's what they're saying.
Wow. Free
So
agent
ano,
sila, bale? Free agent?
parang ganyan pare, parang ganyan kasi nga nag-expire daw yung kontrata. That's why they're exploring other options. Ang akin lang naman doon, brother, and we were kind of talking about this already. I mean, ang ganda ng nilaro ninyo, ang ganda ng
Correct.
performance, okay? Historically, you've done a lot for the Philippine team. Why would you
Ba't ka
destroy the
pa
team
alis?
now? 'Di ba? Bakit aalis?
Oh,
Ba't bubuwagin or that's a strong relationship. Coach and team, pare
yeah.
ibang klaseng relasyon 'yan. And for you to lose your coach after this kind of feat, medyo question mark sa akin yan, pare.
Pero bro, ito naman yung opinion ko dyan, no? Napuna ko lang, it seems like we are getting a lot of successes with foreign coaches. We
Oh yeah,
got to
for
admit,
sure.
Todd Baldwin, kudos to Chotres too, pero parang mas malayo yung narating natin with Todd, mas malayo ang narating
We
natin
respond.
with football.
Oo.
Admittedly, syempre, in boxing, mas malayo yung narating ni Manny Pacquiao with Freddie
Freddie
Roach.
Roach. Correct.
So everything, it seems like it's a logical investment for us to go foreign. Bakit ba hindi nagagawa ng mga Pinoy coaches to, par? Ano masasabi mo
I don't know,
dyan?
parang it's a cultural thing, pare. Feeling ko it's a cultural
Okay.
thing. Feeling ko, siguro there's much more respect if we talk about or when we talk about foreign coaches, people who actually are from from other
Okay.
countries who manages us. So may meron some sort of respect, no? I'm not saying that
Parang,
they're not
parang
respecting the
in-outsource
Filipino,
natin,
the
bro.
local.
In-outsource natin. Sanay tayo sa outsourcing.
Oh. Kaya nga eh.
Outsource
Pero 'di
na.
ba, parang that's how I'm seeing it eh. Na merong some sort of respect and some sort of discipline that is being instilled to us whenever foreign coaches are actually being provided to our national teams, no? And again, like what you said, we're not, putting down Coach Chotes or any of the local coaches, no? Kaya lang yun nga,
Correct.
merong respeto, kakaibang respeto pare pagka yung foreign coaches ang nag-manage ng mga teams natin.
Di ba?
That's how I
Anyway,
see
dude,
it.
again, sobrang okay, no? Pero aside from football, it seems like, women's sports is really picking up.
Oh, for sure.
What specific sport are you excited more? I know you're a big fan of Alex Ayala in tennis. I
Tennis.
think
Oh
that
yeah, definitely. Definitely. Okay, magaling si Alex
okay.
Ayala. She's thriving so well. And we're talking about yung mga purong Pilipina talaga ng mga atleta. I'm
Correct.
not again, nothing against, yung mga half Filipinas. They're still Filipinos or Filipinas, whatever. Pero iba yung ano kasi sa akin ng mga purong Pilipino din eh. Iba rin talaga yung dating sa akin. But anyway, Alex Ayala is doing well in tennis. And you've mentioned earlier before the show our under 16 men's basketball
Yeah.
team.
Our Perlas Pilipinas is actually
Sorry, yeah, you're right. Our Perlas Pilipinas is actually doing so well.
correct, and they're kicking some ass. That's sorry for that, but actually that's what they did kasi lampaso yung mga kalaban eh.
Correct.
It
Silver
wasn't
medalist yes, sa 3-on-3 and sa 5-on-5 during the SEA Games.
correct.
So
And
doing so
what
well.
I like about the women's basketball right now, no. Again, I'm saying with utmost respect, medyo maliit tayo kumpara sa ibang mga teams. So yung pasahan natin, yung rotasyon ng bola, mas mabilis.
Mabilis.
And the
Correct.
shooting is real quick. So
Right.
talagang yun yung advantage ng mga Pilipina natin, no? Pagpasa, they usually do a weave, they pop from the arc, tuloy-tuloy ang labanan. So exciting stuff for women's Pinoy sports, man. Very exciting
For
stuff.
sure.
Diba? Anyway, dude. Again, congrats sa Philippine women's team natin, no?
The
Pero ito,
Filipinas. Thank you.
mas nagbabaga na. Less than
Yan.
30 days na to. Pinaghandaan natin to ng mahigit ilang taon na. Ilang beses na pinag-usapan.
21
Malapit
days na lang. 21 days. To be
21
exact.
days.
Start na.
FIBA Worlds na. Woo! Ito nang
I know,
iniintay natin.
man.
So basically, we're trying to, para sa mga kababayan natin, we're trying to vie for the Olympics. Yun yung pinaka-main objective natin dito. Pero simple lang, dalawa lang naman ang major topic pagdating sa Gilas right now. Ang una, officially, Jordan Clarkson will be the one supporting us as our naturalized player. Your thoughts, Brother Chino?
Pare, I've mentioned this in several of our previous episodes, diba? JB or JC, and I said JC. Why? Because of the eye test. He's an NBA star. He knows what it's like to play, in the biggest of stages. So nothing really surprising about this. Although we are going to be missing the services of JB, kasi nga sabi mo nga, ingrained na siya, ingratiated na siya doon sa team dynamics natin dito sa Pilipinas. But JC can still add so much firepower, especially on an offensive standpoint for Team Pilipinas. And that's what we really need right now. Remember, may injured Scottie Thompson tayo. And that's going to be a huge blow for us. Kaya JC will definitely be of big help for the Gilas Pilipinas team.
Yeah, well, you're right. I've been a Justin Brownlee supporter. I don't want to say from day one. Don't get me wrong. That would be a lie if it's from day one.
Ako yung from day one because of Ginebra.
Sure.
Yes.
But you're right, no? Ang natutuwa ako kay Brownlee pa rin, no? Nung mga nag-a-absent yung ibang mga Pinoy players natin sa lineup, siya madalang mag-absent to. So talagang sumusulpot siya doon.
Pare, Pinoy na to. Pinoy na si Brownlee.
Pinoy na nga yan eh. Feeling ko nga, mas na-associate sa pagiging Pilipino niya, no? Pero ang sa totoo lang medyo nagugulat ako, no? After all of this, even in our second topic, I'm seeing a lot of articles of Chot Reyes saying it was always JC. Na, okay, so puro naka-quote yan eh. So I'm a little surprised, no, na he would say, and pareho kayo ng katwiran ni Coach Chot na, he is an NBA caliber player. And, it's hard not to say that about JB. This dude got there also. Maybe he did not get as much success as Clarkson did. But, medyo nainis ako pag ang dating sa akin parang minamaliit si Brownlee. Yun lang naman yung akin. That's the impression that I'm getting. That's all, man. But this dude has done a lot for the country.
Yeah, I mean, JB, no doubt, and I'm happy that he's a naturalized Filipino player. Kahit na hindi siya dugong Pinoy, he's a Filipino on paper, and I love Justin Brownlee. Pero hindi ako agree dun sa sinasabi ni Coach Chot na it has always been JC this entire time. Kung si JC talaga this entire time, dapat in-announce niya yan matagal na. Hindi yung ngayon lang kami na si JC na talaga. Parang what's the point of keeping it if it's really him all this time? Parang pinapatagal nyo pa yung suspense, pinapaano nyo pa yung ng mga tao. And si JB rin. Kasi I'm sure Brownlee, is already conditioning his mind as well na, I'm going to be suiting up for the World Cup. And hindi rin biro na maging player ka ng World Cup, ha? Ng isang team sa World Cup. So, sana inanosa nila, di ba? Wala namang
sinabi mo na lang. Pinatagal pa yung usapan.
Right, that's right.
So, isa pa sa nagpapatagal ng usapan, eto na, ang kababayan, eto na yung puro, si Kai Soto, andito na sa Pilipinas. Bago natin pag-usapan si Kai at ang Gilas, anong masasabi mo? Ako nag-abang ako sa mga summer games niya. Naglaro siya ng 2 laro dun sa 4. Anong masasabi mo sa pinakita niya sa summer games?
Same with you. Di ba napag-usapan natin to that we're going to wake up, early in the morning to actually watch this guy play. Objectively, hindi ako sold dun sa idea that he's already NBA ready, but at the same time, he's Pinoy and I'm Pinoy and I have to support my fellow Filipino. So ang masasabi ko sa kanya dun sa Summer League, I don't think he was really given enough time to play.
Sure.
And during the time that he was actually playing, syempre, di ba, meron tayong tinatawag na nag-iinit pa ako or mag-iinit pa lang. And it wasn't enough, the time that was given to him wasn't enough. And during the time that he was inside, hindi rin niya na-maximize yung opportunity. So that's why if we're going to grade, Kai Soto's performance, siguro pare, again, objectively, speaking para sa akin, mga C- lang, no? Again, pure basketball lang to, pure basketball.
What's wrong with you?
Mga C-
What's
lang
wrong with
siguro.
you? Parang di ka Pilipino. Yan ang problema
Dahil
sa'yo eh.
hindi masyadong Hindi, kung Pinoy lang ang pag-uusapan, pare, A plus, no doubt. Nakarating siya sa Summer League eh. Pero basketball performance na pinag-uusapan, mga C- ako kasi nga, hindi na-maximize yung opportunity. Sayang.
Okay,
but anyway, he's injured. May back spasms, pare, according to sources, di ba?
Kaya ng Ventosa yan. Kung back spasms lang yung issue niya. Kaya ng Ventosa.
Pare, may tanong ako sa'yo. I have a question
Sige
for
lang,
you.
bro.
Since you are an avid Kai Soto fan,
That's correct.
what's your take on people murdering him, bashing him on social media? Sinasabi na ba't hindi pa sumali si Kai Soto? Ano bang delay ni Kai Soto? Ano ba, excuse lang ba yung back spasm na yan? What's your take on that, bro? Binabash yung ating kababayan.
Ganun talaga eh. Yan yung problema sa atin eh. Inuuna muna yung negative eh. Di ba?
Oo.
People need to take to consideration one thing. Kai Soto has been Kai Soto for 5 to 6 years already. Yun yung nakikita niya. So even 5 years ago, si Kai Soto, superstar na siya. Kasi 6'6 na siya nung high school eh. Alam mo, 6'6 na ata siya nung grade school siya. So Kai Soto has been playing for the country a while. It's not like hinugot lang natin siya, tumanggi siya. This dude has been playing a lot. Right? So the challenge now is that tayo kasi, pasensya na ako may matatamaan, gusto natin medyo instant yung gratification eh. And it's not like that. It's not like that. Now, yes or no, should Kai play for Gilas? Yes, obviously he should. Bakit? Not because we think he's gonna bring home the bacon, so to speak. Kailangan niya maglaro because pinapalakas niya yung market value niya. Yun.
Correct.
Importante doon. Magiging dominante ba siya against Carl Anthony Towns? I don't know about that. Pero kung kalaban niya siguro. Hindi kasi si Carl Anthony Towns, di ba may quote si Carl Anthony Towns, not verbatim, I'm excited to play against Kai Soto, one of the best people in Asia and whatever. And all of a sudden, we go nuts. Oh my God, Carl Anthony Towns is preparing for Kai Soto. And like, what did you want him to say? Di ba? Hindi naman yun.
He's trying to be nice. He's trying to be polite.
He should be polite, but kidding aside, no, I will not be surprised kung hindi siya maglaro. I won't be surprised. Kasi if Kai is thinking potentially long term, I am assuming he is still kind of prepared to potentially go to the D League. But I think what he should do, play this one out, try his luck in the G League, and pick it up from there. But he needs to make this decision fairly quick because my concern now is may team ka nga, sasali ka naman last minute, edi ganun din. So,
tama.
Pinahaba lang natin. Pero ang magandang balita, kahapon, dun sa mga China exhibition game, nanalo tayo kahapon.
Iran versus Iran. We won
Iran.
11 points, 76-65. And this is an Iran team who is rebuilding. Remember, si Adadi is already 38 years old. Achilles injury to. He's coming from an Achilles injury. He's 38 years old. And talagang rebuild ng ngayon ang Team Iran. Kaya hindi na sila yung powerhouse Asian team na Iran that we used to know. That's why I'm not surprised that we won yesterday in China. Pero pare, I want to give mad props to Renz Abando, of course. AJ Edu.
Sobrang galing ni Renz kapon.
Pare, CJ Perez, he was the reason nung third quarter kung ba tayo talaga lumayo na, no? And again, something that I've already expected. Dwight Ramos, 10 points. And then Oftana, pare, si Oftana scored 10 points as well.
Pumapalag si Calvin Oftana.
Pumapalag si Oftana, pare.
Pumapalag
Once a spot in the Gilas game.
Ino-okray kasi natin siya eh. Sorry, Calvin, sorry po. Sorry.
Hindi, ako injury lang naman yung reason kung ba't tinatanggal ko siya prior, no? Pero mukhang he looks well. And
he looks well. He looked really
Malonzo.
well.
Yeah, Jamie Malonzo scored 11 points. And again, nothing surprising about this guy. This guy is really amazing, pare. Alam natin yan. Nakita na natin yan.
Siya yung bago natin Gabe Norwood eh. Siya yung bagong Gabe Norwood natin. He is our basically 3-and-D guy.
3-and-D
guy.
That's what
we want. Kayang-kaya natin yan. Pero si Reds pa rin, yes, it was very, very impressive. Pero doon na nga tayo pumupunta doon sa part na etong mga to, they have been here. So, praktisado sila na magkakasama sila.
Oo, tama.
Yung iba pa rin yung magkakasama, di ba? Then, magsisingit ka ng player na taga-ibang bansa na bilang, darating si JC, tapos adjust tayong lahat. Di ba? So, yung team natin na ayos eh. But, di ba? Sige, go.
Di ba nga, the first news, once they announced that JC is officially part of Gilas again for this coming World Cup, is that he's going to play in China. Pero tingnan mo, last minute, biglang hindi na naman siya maglalaro for China. And from the US, instead of going straight to China, he's now going here. So, ini-meet na lang ni JC ang Gilas Pilipinas pagbalik from China. Oh, and by the way, pare, maisingit ko lang. Kalaban today ng Gilas is Senegal. Okay? The one that we beat in overtime during the 2014 World Cup. Okay?
Wala yun. Kaya natin yun.
Yun lang. I just want to mention that really quickly. Pero yun nga, si JC will just meet Gilas dito once they come back from this tournament rather in China.
Anyway, so pasingit lang ng konti. Get well soon nga pala kay Jeremiah Gray. No, ng isang araw
pala, pare. Oo.
Lods, get well. The blessing. I'm saying it as a blessing. He had a dislocated knee. So in an injury standpoint, at least dislocation na lang. At least dislocation lang. Get well soon, brother, no? But that being said, no, obviously we are excited about it. So yung mga schedule natin ng Gilas, there's a game in August 27 sa Araneta. Most of the Gilas game will be in Araneta. Huwag tayong magulat bakit hindi sa malayo. Ganun talaga. Siyempre, panunuorin yung USA team sa iba. No? But I'm very excited. On August 27 specifically, nagbebenta tayo ng day pass. So merong dalawang laro doon. I believe ito yung Italy versus Angola and Dominican Republic versus Pilipinas. So basically, pwede kang manood ng laro nila ng alas 4 sa Araneta at yung susunod na laro, yung Gilas, alas 8. Get that day pass. Sobrang sulit na yung nood mo ng basketball. I'm very excited. Carl Anthony Towns versus Kai Soto, I think that's the highlight of this. Ang goal natin, makalusot lang dito. Diba? At feeling ko, may tulog tayo sa medyo sinuko ko ng Italy, wag tayo sa Italy, sa Angola at saka sa Dominican Republic.
Baka makasilat. Oo, baka makasilat. And talking about, yung venue and the games, no, pare, let's talk about really quickly lang, no, yung pricing. So 499 pesos is the start of the tickets, no, dyan sa Araneta. And nagulat ako kasi it can go as high as 23,000 pesos.
Tama.
And may mga and you mentioned about yung mga one-day pass, no? Pagka Serbia, pagka Greece ang kalaban, yung mga games na yon, it can go as high as 53,000 pesos.
Correct, tama.
So,
ibenta mo yung condo mo para doon. Bahala kayo.
Sabi nga, alam mo, others are saying na parang, is it really worth it? Pero alam mo, sinasabi ng FIBA, it's fairly priced simply because of the star power that this World Cup is actually bringing to the table. And I'm not going to argue with this. Pare, ang daming NBA players ngayon na nasa World Cup. And,
tama.
Kailangan kumita rin ng organization.
Team Canada pa lang eh. Team Canada pa lang. Kaya,
it's a full NBA team.
Yung Team USA, on paper, these are not your Steph Curry's, your Kevin Durant and whatnot.
Correct.
Diba? They're not first-tier players. So bakit, no? So technically, itong FIBA, sorry sa comparison, parang Jones Cup na lang to nila.
Correct.
ang pinaghahandaan ng Team USA yung Olympics mismo.
Olympics. It's still the Olympics.
Doon pupunta at that point, malamang sina Carl Anthony Towns na si Anthony Edwards na pala yung mga players natin doon. So, that's the reason why. So, I think it's a good time for you to watch and support our Gilas sa Araneta. Guys, madali lang pumunta ng Araneta. Araw-araw ako pupunta ron lately. Doon tayo nagtatanong.
Correct.
But very, very exciting. I hope to see you guys there. Now na pinag-uusapan natin ng NBA, medyo matumal ang balitang NBA ngayon dahil off-season, no? Pero meron tayong mga 3 balitang matindi. Una, brother, Jaylen Brown signs the biggest contract in the NBA. It's worth $304 million. Brother,
amazing.
Does he deserve this money? Does he deserve the bag?
Well, I mean, technically speaking, yes, because of the CBA. Kasi nga, diba, if you have achieved something on an individual standpoint, may individual accolades ka, you get to a certain tier on a salary standpoint. And I believe he's all second.
Nag-all-second team siya. At umabot ng Eastern Finals Umabot siya ng Eastern Finals.
Correct. Umagot ng Eastern Conference Finals. Almost won it, actually. But syempre, Miami pa rin. Yep. And because of that, and I believe he was scoring around 27 to 29 points per game during the regular season. So, I mean, Jaylen Brown is I would say, one of your superstars na sa Boston Celtics. So, one of the two. That's why 304 as of this moment. Huwag na tayo magulat kasi hindi lang si Jaylen Brown ang magkakaroon ng ganyan because of the current CBA. He is the start. Dito pala nagsisimula yung mga 300 million mark natin for the other players in the very near future. Remember, next year, mag-free agent na si Tatum. And I'm not surprised. Yeah, if he's going to go as high as more than 305 million pa. So
I think so. Same thing. I do agree he deserves the bag. Pero feeling ko medyo naging blessing din sa kanya na suspend si Ja Morant. Because had Ja Morant not been suspended, I think he would have been the first player to go 300 million. But again, hindi naman nakagulat yan considering inflation and whatnot. Yeah, you're right. Tatum is likely to get the bigger bag next year, no? But speaking of the bigger bag, the bigger news, I guess, is that hanggang ngayon, si Dame nangungulit magpa-trade. What is the stalemate between the Portland Trail Blazers and the Miami Heat? What's going on there, bro?
Actually, I don't think the Blazers are really sold to the idea of trading Dame and getting Tyler Hero, I think 2 or 3 picks, first round picks plus cash consideration, para talagang completely let go si Dame. And at the same time, if you've noticed, talagang it's just really Miami Heat as of this moment is very, very strong. Although I'm hearing that the New York Knicks somehow is going to try, which we'll talk about in just a bit, pero parang in New York, medyo nagtatry to be the third team para ma-complete itong Dame Lillard to Miami Heat na trade.
Okay.
But we just have to be reminded that Dame is already 33 years old, and his current contract is 175 million for 4 years. Medyo mahaba-haba yung kontrata niya with the Blazers ngayon. Patagal-tagal pa siyang kikita na malaki. So, pero by the time that the contract expires, 36 or 37 na siya. So, I think that's also one reason as to why some of the other teams who initially wanted to gain interest in Dame pulled out of the equation because, matanda na nga pala si Dame when that time comes.
Grabe naman, kung makamatanda ka naman.
Basketball years.
Pero hindi naman siya marupok Hindi naman siya marupok kagaya ni...
No. Iba, superstar to pinag-uusapan natin na to.
Correct. Tsaka, yun na nga, if he goes there, I guess the bigger concern, how much assets are you willing to give up for Dame, right? So if Dame does go to Miami, you'll have Dame, you'll have Butler, and you have Bam. Ito na yung 3 tao mo. Basically, this is your core 3. Sino yung masasama mo pa around them? Yun na. Are you willing to give up? Similar to what the Toronto Raptors did a few years ago, by giving up DeMar DeRozan to get Kawhi. However, they want everything.
Just during during after before the All-Star game, All-Star break rather, I believe. nangyari na yung deal na yon, and they became
Tama.
champions. So, ito, start of the season, and ganito na yung situation natin. Pero let me really mention the Knicks real quick, no? Since we're talking
Okay.
about earlier yung Knicks na
I
medyo
bet you
parang
would mention the
sumasama.
Knicks.
Oo, sumasama dun sa mix, no? If the Knicks will actually be playing the third team here, so the Knicks will actually get Tyler Hero, can
Okay.
get Tyler Hero potentially. The Heat will get Dame Lillard and Evan Fournier because Evan Fournier is from the Knicks. And the
Tsaka nagtatampo yan, di
Trailblazers,
ba? Nagtatampo si Fournier, hindi daw
oh,
siya
kasi wala daw
ginagamit.
playing time, hindi daw siya
Yus!
ginagamit, gusto na daw
Kala
nila
mo,
ibang team,
galing-galing.
whatever. Oh, kaya nga, hindi mo nagpo-produce pag may napasok, di ba?
Oo.
And then for the Trailblazers naman, they will get potentially Kyle Lowry, Isaiah Hartenstein, yung bago
Okay.
nilang pick ng Heat si Jaime Jaquez. I'm not sure if I'm
Okay.
saying it correctly. Nikola Jovic and 4 first round picks. Tapos may dalawa pang swap. So medyo malaki yung makukuha ng Trailblazers, with the Knicks being the third team. Pero as of this moment, hindi as aggressive as the Miami Heat
Sure.
ang pagkuha nila kay Dame Lillard. So I don't know.
But
Let's see how it will all play
they need
out.
to take into consideration, dude, if I was Portland, I think they need to jump the gun kasi magsa-start na yung off-season after nitong Olympics natin, yung FIBA Worlds.
FIBA World
Ano
Cup.
sila, training camp na, nagtatampuhan sila, tapos masasama yung loob. And
Oo,
alam mo yun,
ang sama nung start kung ganun. Pangit.
they need to take into consideration that they have Scoot Henderson. Scoot! And I think
Idol
with
natin. Idol
Anthony
ko yan,
Simons
pare. I'm
and
looking
Scoot
forward
Henderson,
for Scoot, man.
dude, malupit na yung Blazers noon.
Scoot
Speaking of
Henderson.
nagtatampo,
Yeah, who?
Nagtatampo. Yung idol ko, hindi ko pa
Harden.
sinusuko.
Oh,
Si
the
James
beard.
Harden.
Oh,
I'm
ito na, the
wearing
beard na
the
naman.
James
Oh,
Harden
yes.
sweat. Look at the beard. Nagtatampo. Nagugulat ako
Bakit
sa
ka naman?
nagtatampong idol natin.
Bakit?
Sa sobrang tampo
Bakit?
niya, hindi siya sumulpot dun sa kasal ni Joel Embiid. Ganun siya. Ganun katindi yung tampo niya.
Problema? What's the problem?
So, speaking of giving up the bag, James Harden
Okay.
did it twice. Okay?
Uh-huh.
James Harden could have been the first player to have had a $300 million contract. Okay? He gave that up when he was in Houston. Houston was willing to give him the bag. Okay?
Going to Brooklyn.
Siya. Anong ginawa niya? Sumulpot siya sa practice ng mataba. Dumating siya sa practice, sintabako siya. So, ano nangyari? Yung unang laro ni Harden doon, kahit mataba siya, naka-triple-double pa rin siya. Okay? Then he eventually went to Brooklyn. From Brooklyn, sabi niya, oh wow, ang saya-saya ko dito. I'm so happy. Then nagtampo na naman siya. He did everything he could have to go to Philadelphia because manok siya ni Daryl Morey. Similarly, ang ginawa ni James Harden, he could have given the bag again, but he opted out of his contract to get more. So, ano yun? I just don't understand why he keeps doing it. If the objective is just to win the chip, I still think he should stay with Philadelphia. But what's happening right now, pinipilit niyang pumunta sa Los Angeles Clippers. So, that's the big idea. Okay?
I heard about that news.
Ang gusto niya makasama uli si Russell Westbrook. Hindi na nga gumana yung Russell Westbrook sa Houston eh. So bakit pagpipilitan? The stalemate here is that the Philadelphia 76ers, medyo okay na sila i-give him up kasi ayaw na nila ng drama, pero ang gusto nila, Terrence Mann. They want to get Terrence Mann in. So the problem now, in the Clippers standpoint, ayaw nilang ibigay si Terrence Mann. Now, eto naman yung suggestion ko lang. Hold your horses. If I was the Clippers, isuko na nila si Kawhi. Hold your horses. Relax. I could hear people around me yelling and whatnot. Kawhi Leonard hasn't really played. Okay? He basically plays, 20 games in the regular season? So, ganun din. If I was the Clippers, sabihin na natin maarte to si Harden, but he is still reliable. He will still play. If you have Harden there, you have Westbrook, Harden, and Paul George. I'd rather keep Paul George. This is a contract year for Paul George. This is a contract year for Kawhi. Usually, ang mga player pag contract year, gumagaling. Kasi gusto nila ng mas malaking sahod.
Bigger mula.
It makes sense to me. You give up trade for Kawhi instead. And hear me out, if in the Philadelphia standpoint, if you have Tobias Harris, you have Joel
Kawhi.
Embiid, and Kawhi, you have three really good defensive players.
That's a good
Tyler
trio.
Maxey.
Yeah.
Why not? And if you go to Clippers naman, you get a lot of scoring between all of those guys. So to me, it's a win-win situation. Pero Lods, huwag ka na magtampo, ha? Uwi ka na.
Oo nga.
Hindi na ako galit sa'yo. Uwi ka na. Uwi ka na. James Harden pa rin tayo, bro.
Ay,
James
nako.
Harden. But bro, that being said, no? The season is, naamoy na natin in a few weeks, bare months na, your thoughts about your favorite team. I know you're a New York Knicks guy. Handa na ba sila for the upcoming season? Handa na ba sila?
You know what? That's a good question, bro, because the New York Knicks really didn't have much activity during this offseason. If you
You're right.
noticed, it's pretty much the same. You got Randall, which I don't want there anymore. I want Randall to be traded because of his absence during the playoffs. 2-3
He's
times
doing
na
okay.
yan.
Okay, he's
Man.
doing fine. Come
Anyway,
on, cut him some slack.
But Randall is still there, of course. Si Mitchell Robinson, we got RJ Barrett. You got Brunson, of course.
Yeah.
JB. And Josh Hart is there. Oh, mga Villanova peeps. And then there's the addition of another Villanova, DiVincenzo. Okay, DiVincenzo is also part of the New York Knicks now. And then Josh Hart just opted in to a new contract just a couple of days ago, if I'm not mistaken. And by the way, Team USA nga pala tong si JB at saka si Josh Hart. New York is being represented in the World Cup. Villanova is being represented in the World Cup. So, Obi Toppin got traded to the Pacers, for two,
He did.
I believe, two second-round picks.
And a bag of chips, I think.
Right. And then isang ano pa, one last major movement is Derrick Rose going to Memphis, to the Memphis Grizzlies, right?
Bang bang,
So,
diba? Guns N' Roses doon, diba?
Guns N' Roses, oo. Pero I think D-Rose will be taming these people. But
I think so.
But when we talk about New York, I think New York will just pretty much be on the same boat coming into this new season. Again, they still have the core. Wala naman masyadong nagalaw talaga.
Wala na.
If they go as far as the second round once again, I'm not gonna be surprised. If they win it, I'm gonna be surprised and happy. But if they don't win it, okay lang, because that's still it's the same team pretty much. Okay, sana gumaling pa si Brunson, sana gumaling pa si Josh Hart, but I'm seeing them as a second round playoff team once again. So kudos to New York, kudos to Tom, and I hope they just become more consistent pa. Just stay consistent lang.
Okay.
What about your team?
My Houston Rockets. Naku. Ang masasabi ko lang, wala masyadong mangyayari sa Houston.
Pare Sengun sa contract, di ba?
Kidding aside, I think this year will be a character building year. Will they outright reach the playoffs? I don't think so. Kaya ba nila mag-play in tournament? I think so. Diba? So the biggest, they got two good players, scrappy players. So, Fred VanVleet is there, and syempre, Brooks, diba? Favorite natin yan. Ang problema nga lang, anong dadali niya? Maliban sa yumaman siya, what kind of character is he gonna bring to the table? My concern here, I still do not see how they could fit all these guards in one team. Diba?
Correct.
So
that's a lot, man.
Si Sangun tumangkad pa. Pumasok siya sa NBA 6'9". Right now, he's listed at 6'11". Jabari did well in the Summer League, which is great. So hindi ko lang makita paano
Jalen Green is still there.
Jalen Green is there. Si KJP ang nagugulat ako. So siya yung mawawalan kasi ng pwesto dito eh. Because most likely, Fred VanVleet will be the starting point guard. Most likely, Jalen Green will start at 2. Most likely, Dylan Brooks will be at 3. So dun pa lang, wala ka na eh.
Correct.
KJP will be traded within the season. I'm pretty sure about that. I don't know where. I strongly believe what the Rockets should do is to try buhayin nila yung chismis na kinukuha nila si Zion sa Pelicans. So yung Pelicans, nananalo naman ng wala si Zion. Sakit ng ulo si Zion sa kanila. the Rockets should make a push for Zion. And this is not obviously there's a little bias coming from me, but I think the Rockets is one star player away from at least being a playoff team.
Reaching the
None of
playoffs.
the
Yeah.
players here are playoff team, are talagang playoff players eh. Walang superstar dyan.
Wala
These are
pang
all
experience eh. No
wala talaga,
experience
diba?
yet. Oh.
I mean, you could say Van Fleet has championship pedigree, but this is more about Kawhi more than him. Diba? It was
Correct.
more Kyle
Correct.
Lowry compared to him. So
Correct.
let's see what he brings to the table. But I see an improved team. I don't see a playoff team, however.
Yeah. I kind of agree with with everything that you've said, brother. Pero syempre I wish both New York and Houston well. Yan ang mga favorite team
Of
natin.
course, man.
Yung si paring Erwin medyo okay pa siya with Miami eh. Baka nga
Oo,
makuha pa si
wala
Dame
siyang
at this point
pakialam.
eh.
Wala siyang pakialam.
Hindi
Lalakas pa
eh.
yung Miami niya eh.
Pero yung team natin sana mag-progress this coming season. So as we this is our season finale, right? Season 2
Yeah.
finale. And as you I would say reminisce on your
Yeah.
favorite moment pare for season 2, right? Kung meron kang favorite moment, would you like to share it with me and into the rest of our viewers?
Oo
Ano ba yung
naman.
favorite
Oo
moment mo
naman.
na yan?
Ang favorite moment ko talaga, nakukumbinsi kong pumunta ng gym si Erwin. Yun yung
Yan, ganda. Ganda niyan.
nakukumbinsi
Tito
ko siya.
Fitness.
Nagiging fit si Tito Erwin, no? And yun na nga, dude, since we have this platform, no, I know a lot of people can talk hoops. You know what I'm saying? I believe this is an intelligent country. There's so many people who could do
Correct.
this. No, but the difference I think we bring to the table, man, we could influence the titos like us. You know,
Correct. Correct.
our clientele is the 40 and above, bro. You know what I'm saying? And one thing that I've been advocating no is health. And
Correct.
kung makumbinsi
Tama
ko,
naman.
kung kaya kong makumbinsi si Brother Erwin na pumunta ng gym, kaya kong kumbinsihin kahit sino pumunta ng gym. So shout out kay Coach Wendell Jolata ng Alpha 53. Yan yung coach ko at yung Alpha sa dito lang sa atin lang, bro. Yan yung gym na dapat yung puntahan. So those are the memories. How about you, brother?
Ako, pare, I have two major ones. Number one, yung yung ating mga Santi Barley moments. Remember when we were promoting Santi Barley? Shout out to Santi Barley, by the way.
Yung Santi Barley kasi, bro, talagang paglabanan ng sustansya talaga. Santi Barley, bro.
Kasi
sabi mo talaga.
Correct. So yan, yung pag-promote natin kay Santi Barley, and again, shout out to Santi Barley. Thank you for actually supporting this particular show, no? And aside from getting Benji Paras on screen, Chris Calagio, of course, idol yung mga yan talaga. Isa sa mga favorite ko talaga na moment is really the behind the scenes. Yung prior to the start of the show, we exchange our ideas. Para tayo nagsho-show eh. Nagpi-pre-show na tayo pare actually eh. Yung exchange of ideas natin during the show or prior to the start of the show, plus involving of course sila Kent, si Melody, si Razel and the rest of the gang. Those people behind the scenes. Yan yung laging sa akin, very valuable sa akin. So awesome to be your co-host kayong dalawa ni Erwin.
Thank you, brother.
And, I don't know. I want to say here on air that we are the only here in the Philippines. We are the only basketball/sports social media content, okay, in the country. And if you are a fan of basketball, you are a fan of sports, supportahan nyo kami. Please subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook. Watch our videos there. Nagti-TikTok na rin kami ni kumparing Carlo and Erwin dito.
Watch out.
Marami pang TikTok to come. Nasa YouTube kami, nasa Spotify kami even. So we're actually providing a lot of different avenues for our viewers simply because if you love sports, you love basketball, we always want to create the ideal basketball and sports content simply just for you guys. So continue supporting Shots Fired. Marami pa kaming ibubuga, marami pa kaming ipo-provide na masasaya at very intelligent and smart discussions and conversations. Plus, of course, yung pinaka-content, yung pinaka-essence ng ating show dito, marami kami ibibigay pa para sa inyo. Kaya continue supporting us. And to those who are supporting us already, salamat. big thank you
Thank
to
you.
everybody who's supporting us.
Thank you so much. See you guys next season, man. Take
Yan.
care.
See you next season. Bye, guys, and please stay safe. Okay? Shots fired, baby, in the house. Thank you, brother Carlo.
Thank you,
Salute.
brother.
Salute. Di ko kaya yan eh. Kaya ganito na lang. Bye, guys. Thank you. This is the end of our season 2.
Take
See you guys
care.
around, and we'll see you on season 3.